still do a duet? Oh my god.
Voila.
We switched it to the weekend. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. His fucking tire just came off. Oh my god. His tire just fucking came off, bro. You good? Oh my god. 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 Holy shit. Wallah, this fucking thought.
Yeah, girlfriend and I do it. Have a couple friends we meet up with every other Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh
shit. Did he just get hit?
Every other Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
We have 40 IT departments, 40 Gary departments, and on and on. And so we reorganizing the agency to consolidate those things.
Oh, fuck!
One, to eliminate the redundancy and streamline the agency. Most
我靠！大地震！
对，我赶快先躲到这个。
哦，差点GG！啊！哎，不是吧？What? Holy fucking shit! What the fuck? You fucking kidding me? What the? Oh man.
Black wall that needs to be painted. So I have one unpainted, or it's not unpainted, but it is one unpainted, or it's not unpainted, but it is
If I can't do it justice,
I honor the fact that you have that much dignity when it comes to, if I'm not going to make it right, I'm not going to make it all, but you're also like, I'm still not going to make it at all.
And I
Did he not say
Yeah, the flashers.
Like, I'm not gonna.
No, you said that tots suck.
Yeah. Get the fries. Get the ranch.
That was good defense
You
stuff.
know, anything you want.
Tater tots, not so
Alright, I don't know.
Not when you have those.
The flashers were on? As fucking dumb do you have to be? Jesus fucking Christ! The blinkers were on, not your turn signal. I didn't know you were turning here. The turn signal wasn't on, the hazards were on. Just go. Just fucking go. That's what I'm doing. Thank you.
With you, actually. No, you go ahead. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know how I...
Let's see here. I gotta think of mine.
I can't see. Well, she's blocking the road there, so.
As we all are, started to develop waking up with just random body pain, you know, like a shoulder will just be sore or lower back pain.
Sai. Abaixa.
Vai.
Abaixa, já passei já.
O que foi?
Já passei já. A safra. Já foi.
Vai, Mauro, acelera.
Já foi. Levanta.
Cadê eles?
I got. Yeah, come on here. Which window? Where's she at? Can you get out? Can you get out? Your window. Come out. Where you at? Ow, we need another one. Right here. Get out. Get out. We got. Get out. Get out.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's bring it up.
This is gonna explode. Let's go.
Come on. You gotta get up. Get up. Get her back up.
I got her head.
Got it? You're the only one in the car by yourself? Okay. Let's go. Ah, fuck. Watch the rock.
Oh my god.
You need medevac? You need medevac? I'm sorry, medevac?
I already asked for one. Well, if you want to pull.
641 arms. You got medevac? Okay.